Alright, so Joe Bartolozzi, I think that's how you say his name, has been getting kind of a lot of hate over the past few months for some weird reason. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess maybe people are just not a fan of his takes. I know he had that, like, batshit crazy Christian person go after him. And then he had, I guess, some other people go after him or whatever. My exposure to Joe Bartolozzi is, like, seeing his clips on, like, online. Sometimes I would search something up and then he would, like, give, like, an inspiring clip. He would have, like, a conversation about it. That's my, like, exposure to Joe Bartolozzi. I don't really engage with his content that often. I just don't really know the guy. But this guy named Face IQ, I was watching Papa Gut react to this guy before he turned it off. I'm gonna take a stab at this reaction. He turned it off, like, around maybe, like, 5 minutes in. Apparently this guy, Face IQ, is, like, heavily radicalized into being what's known as a Looksmaxxer. I didn't even know what Looksmaxxing was until, like, a week ago or two. Like, that's how much, like, it's a new thing. But apparently it's yet another form of radicalization that, like, Gen Z, maybe some millennials go through, where they maximize on looking the best to attract as many women as possible, I guess. I don't know. It's like a weird radicalization thing. We'll talk more about it as we get through the video, but, let's get this party started.
Lamest people on the internet. The internet's got a variety of...
That would be you.
...niches and groups.
Damn, okay. He's not a fan of Joe Bartolozzi, I guess.
I think I found the lamest one. You know Looksmaxxer? This is them, but, like, even lamer somehow.
Bring out content.
Blackmailing. Bro.
Oh my god, is this guy from the UK?
Oh, I keep getting on, like, blackmail content. Like, people use this one clip of me where I say the first thing that somebody recognizes about you is your looks, and that's how they determine whether or not they're attracted to you.
Yeah, that's how it works, yeah.
But...
There's a lot I have to say about that. So... I think there's a level of truth to that. Yes, looks do matter when it comes to, like, attraction. But I don't think that that is the only thing that matters. Like, you could be an extraordinarily attractive guy or woman, and you could still have a ton of things that turn you off. Like, I've had situations where I've seen a woman that's very attractive, but there are things that turn me off about her. She will be very snobby to other people. Like, she may have expensive taste, which is not inherently a bad thing. I don't really care if people have expensive taste. That by itself's not a turn off. But then they'll use that to be, like, very snobby to other people. And they're like, I'm like, oh, your personality kind of sucks. Or maybe you could have a good-looking woman that fucking smells terrible. Or maybe she just has poor hygiene. Or maybe she, like, I don't know. There's, like, all sorts of things. Like, I actually think how you smell and hygiene is, like, a very underrated thing. If you have very good hygiene, like, that's actually, like, another part of it. Like, you know, looks aren't everything. Like, yes, they matter to an extent, right? Obviously, you have to take care of how you look, but you can't, like, it's not the only thing, right? You know, like, we have to remember that, like, a lot more goes into it than just looks. You know, like, Looksmaxxing is definitely a very, like, radicalizing idea.
Then after that, I talk about how the majority of building a relationship and actually getting somebody to like you is your personality. And
okay, remember, a prerequisite's more important than that, remember?
they just cut that off. So they just...
No, we understand that. We just understand a prerequisite's inherently more important. Because it's the prerequisite. If you do not meet the physical standards, then you are rejected. Does that make sense?
I don't think that's entirely true. I think that's a bit of a all or nothing take. I think that, like, I've seen so many pretty guys that have boyfriends that are not super attractive at all. Like, and I question myself why. And really, the answer is actually quite simple. It's because they were the only guy that was brave enough to actually ask them out. And no other guy did, and he was able to score that first. And that's, like, you actually see that very commonly, where a guy is not super attractive, but he'll have, like, a super fucking gorgeous chick as, like, his partner. So, there may be something about them. Maybe they smell good. Maybe they have, like, a good job. Maybe they share common interests. There's, like, any number of things that that woman could be into that, you know, would allow them to date. You know, that's not... Like, it doesn't tell everything. I feel like if you're a Looksmaxxer, you... like, yes, like, you probably could get a lot of attractive women, but I feel like you could wind up attracting a lot of very toxic women with this mentality. You can attract a lot of women that have, like, a very negative viewpoint on the world, and I can't imagine that's good for your mental health.
At all. So they put the clip of, like, me saying, hey, like, people, the first thing that somebody notices about you is your looks. And then they're just like, yep, that's it. I'm like, that's not it. Like,
But it's the most important, which is what the black pill says. It says,
I don't think it's... Okay, so he's going to go into black pill. Again, I don't think it's the most important. It definitely matters. Looks do matter when it comes to attraction, but it's not, like, the make or break for whether or not you will or won't get with like a woman. Okay, so now we're going to talk about blackpilling, so, because this is important. I actually learned this last night. Like, a lot of people, like, gave very different definitions. So, apparently, like, I've always been under the interpretation that blackpill meant you just have, like, a negative viewpoint of the world, right? I've talked with a couple of friends about it, where, like, we'll say, oh, we're very black-pilled on this world. Like, we have such a negative viewpoint because, like, the politics are bad, the economy's bad, people are dying, so many predators are getting outed this year, legitimate predators are getting outed this year, and all this different stuff, right? That's, like, the context that I always thought black-pilled was used in. What I didn't know is that there's actually, like, multiple different meanings and contexts behind it, I guess. So, in this case, when he says the black pill, he's talking specifically about it being, like, an incel movement. So, the idea is that, black pillers often argue that men's dating issues require systematic rather than individual solutions. If there's any solution for the most disadvantaged males, someone who holds a certain amount. So basically, essentially what that means, right, is if a man is like ugly, they're not going to do anything to improve it. They're not going to try to take more showers. They're not going to try to go get more exercise. They're not going to try to like take better care of their health. They're not going to try to smell good. They legitimately feel like nothing is out of control. It's a massive victim complex mentality. So that's what the black pill is. I guess it's like another subgroup of the red pill movement. But being black pilled is like, I don't know. Apparently there's like multiple interpretations of black pill from multiple different people depending on who you ask. That's kind of how I read it, like last night. But I don't know. If anyone wants to expand on that, feel free to leave it in the comments section if you guys want to like add more to that discussion. But that's kind of like my interpretation of it.
Physical attractiveness is the most important thing for attracting women. So your height, your frame, your physique, your face. That's the most important. Understand?
I think you find it like.
God, he's so condescending. He's just like, understand? Like, dude, as if he's like super, as if like Joe Bartolozzi is like inferior to this guy. Oh my God, dude. This is so like, listen, I reacted to a video by Cole Hastings, how Gen Z is like the most radicalized generation. He like kind of talked about Looksmaxxing in the beginning of it, and I didn't even know what Looksmaxxing was before that video. Like, I was like, I didn't even know this was a thing. And now watching this guy, I'm like, oh wow, Looksmaxxing really seems to be like, as some people really are radicalized into this. As if we needed more fucking radicalization. We already have tons of it in politics and like around the world. There's a lot of like far like pro-Israel government, I should say, radicalization, where people are so radicalized to thinking that Israel's justified in genociding Palestine, and there are pro-Hamas people who are radicalized into thinking that. There's also people who are like super far right. That's a form of radicalization. Far left is also a radicalization. There's so much of it in the world, and I guess red pill is another one. Red pill is another huge radicalizing thing. And Looksmaxxing seems to be a new one that I discovered. So, yeah, you could tell people like this are probably not super happy with their life. I mean, he probably thinks he looks really good. I don't think he's an inherently bad-looking guy, but he's definitely not, like, I don't think he's, like, hot. He's just kind of, like, eh. Like, I don't know, I could be totally wrong, but I could see, like, a normal woman looking at this guy and probably thinking he looks fine, but would probably be turned off by the fact that he's, like, super toxic because of the way he's engaging with this. He's being very condescending here.
Like, finding something attractive is off looks. Like, that does matter.
Okay.
Some people say it does, but...
If it's the prerequisite, then it's the most important. Because if you fail it, then your personality doesn't matter. Right?
I wouldn't say that looks are even a prerequisite, though. Because, like, your personality can still make up with it. Listen, if you have good personality, you can have good riz. Like, if you're a funny-ass dude, people are gonna like you. If you're having a good-ass time and you're having fun, people are gonna enjoy hanging out with you, regardless of whether or not you look good or don't look good. Like, that's the basics for attracting, like, any friendship. But when it comes to, like, a romantic relationship, like, you can still escalate to that next level. Like, people's attractive... who people are attracted to varies from person to person. So that would mean that the prerequisite is not, like, a one-size-fits-all characterization of it.
It's pretty simple logic.
in terms of long.
I feel like that's, again, you're trying to put on this like one-size-fits-all characterization onto it, and I don't really think that's all of it, but okay.
Term relationship capability, no. But I'm saying, yeah.
But it's the prerequisite, remember?
That's the first thing that somebody recognizes about you is your looks, because that's the subconscious opinion is going to be how you look. But that's not the only thing that matters. And like the way
Yes, and no one claims otherwise.
that I understand Black Pill is that the only thing that matters is your.
No, it's the most important thing by definition, not the only thing.
I don't understand the point here.
The way
Yes, and no one claims otherwise.
that I understand Black Pill is that the only thing that matters is your.
No, it's the most important thing by definition.
Black Pill is a philosophy. It argues physical attractiveness is the most critical factor in determining a man's success. So are you this level of black pilled? Okay, I guess it's like a form of victim complex. Jesus Christ.
Not the only.
I don't know. This is a real fucking rabbit hole we're diving in today, ladies and gents and non-binary people.
Thing. Idiot.
Your looks.
Damn, Jesus Christ. This guy really is not a fan of Joe Bartolozzi.
I think that's wrong. Because
Yeah, and that's a straw man because the black pill doesn't say that. Idiot.
that
I don't really think it's a straw man. I think Joe Bartolozzi is just having like a conversation with his community or his chat about like the black pill and like Looksmaxxing. He's just like having like a legitimately nuanced conversation about it. Like every time I've seen Joe Bartolozzi, he like tends to have very nuanced discussions about things, and he tends to talk about things in a he gives like a very real take on it from what I've seen. He seems like a fairly rational guy from what I've seen. I don't know. I don't engage with his content often, so I don't fully know the guy. So I'm not gonna like fully say with confidence, but like I don't know, he seems like he knows what he's talking about. This guy over here just I guess really fucking hates him because he thinks that his I guess ideology is like inferior.
is where not only, yes, maybe in the terms of like the first thing somebody notices is your looks, but then they're going to realize your entire personality is structured around how you look, which is like obscene narcissism. Like it's just built.
Yeah, I mean I would agree with that.
It actually hasn't been an issue in my experience.
So the thing about listen, he thinks it's extreme narcissism. You say it's not an issue, and listen, I'm not trying to diagnose you, but like generally speaking, narcissists don't know that they're a narcissist. Like chances are, if you have to question if you're a narcissist, then most of the time you're probably not. Obviously, there's outliers, and I'm not trying to diagnose this guy. I would say he definitely exhibits some narcissistic traits, but that doesn't just because you have narcissistic traits doesn't mean you're a narcissist. He says it's not an issue, but like the point I'm trying to make is that you wouldn't know if you were one. I just feel like it's important to bring that up.
Thing a fucking rapport within yourself of like I look great, I look awesome, this is how I need to look, I need to change my haircut, I need to start mewing, maybe I should get facial surgery.
Well,
Yeah, and I mean that's generally like the opposite of black pill. That means hey, I need to do things that make me look better. I don't know about the facial surgery part.
well, yes, an idiot who's talking about mewing, perhaps.
Bro, you're 20.
Jesus Christ. Also, why does he smack it? Guys, do you guys ever notice that he like smacks his mouse button? He's like he's just slamming his mouse button. It's like, bro, once you hear the fucking slam on his mouse button, you won't unhear it. Just try to listen for it.
Bro, your brain's not even done developing yet. You're gonna get fucking plastic surgery.
Your brain never stops developing. You don't understand the science about that, though, do you?
No, I'm pretty sure it stops developing at the age of 25, according to multiple scientists. Well, I googled it. It says that your brain continues development and the fine-tuning until your mid to late 20s, often cited around the age of 25, but sometimes that can extend to age 30 or 32. Well, that was easy.
Never stops. The 25 figure is false. It never stops
Well, according to scientists, they would disagree with you.
developing.
20 years old because you think that you don't look good.
This guy thinks that science is not real, I guess.
Like it's your life, fine.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like don't think that like
The idiot's getting to me. Every time he calls this guy an idiot, it's so fucking stupid. It's just like the unnecessary hostility from this guy.
that's the end all be all on whether or not people are gonna like you is how you look. It's because they take
It is, essentially.
like the idea of black pill is they take something that isn't absurd to say and then make that the only thing that matters. Like good-looking people get better connections in life. Is that true?
Correct.
To a degree.
Maybe. I mean, I think it, like, there's too many variables to count for that. But, like, generally speaking, a guy who looks better than, like, I don't know, like a fat guy who plays World of Warcraft all day and probably is like riddled with acne all over their face and like smells bad, like a good looking guy on average probably can get more women. I would say so. Probably, right? But you don't necessarily, the point is that you don't necessarily have to be the best looking guy in the world to attract a partner. That's really the point. Like the whole, like, you say that it's a prerequisite, but I don't think it's as black and white as that.
Potential.
To a high degree. In fact, if you look at the CEOs of the Fortune 500, I think the average height is 6'3". It's fucking insane. Like,
oh, got it. So science matters according to you, but science doesn't matter according to when your brain stops developing, I guess. Okay. All right. Got it. Cool.
Height in success is super.
I love that he's going to, like, cite science for this point, but not cite science for the, like, when your brain stops developing age.
Super important.
But I think that...
Yes, your brain is very neuroplastic. It develops the rest of your life. It never stops developing. That 25 figure is false.
The idea that looking good gets your foot in the
Bro, stop smacking your mouse one, dude. He's, like, smacking the shit out of his mouse melon, bro. You'd think he'd be, like, tapping, like, a dude's ass or something with that shit. This guy, I don't know, man. Like, Looksmaxxing is, like, such a fucking gay, like... It's such a gay radicalization. It seems like a lot of closeted gays get into Looksmaxxing.
But when you...
So that's more important, isn't it? Because if you don't get in the door, then your personality doesn't matter at all. Idiot.
only care about looking
Jesus Christ, dude.
good, and then you get your foot in the door, and they're like, okay, hey. And
But if you nail that prerequisite, you've done 90% of the work. If you actually look good enough for someone to want to date you long term, you have surpassed 90% of men.
Do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a long-term girlfriend? I guess we'll find out. Yeah, checking out this guy's Instagram, all it really is just, like, Looksmaxxing results. But, do you have a partner? Like, it's so weird. You have all these guys who say, like, I want to attract a long-term partner. Or, you know, this is how you attract a long-term partner, and you don't have a partner yourself. It's very strange stuff, dude. I don't know, man. It's like, it's almost like you're grifting.
So then your personality matters a lot less because you're actually physically desirable. Don't you understand that?
they start asking
I
for
mean, I've seen a lot of pretty girls with ugly guys, so again, I feel like that's a radicalized way to look at it.
your qualifications, or they want to learn about you, and you're the most dull person ever, because
So yes, let's make up a fake scenario.
all you care about is
No, it doesn't seem like a fake scenario. It seems like he's engaging in a real conversation.
whether or not you look appealing. It's like, man, that's like, I don't know. It all
Strawman's of despair.
so,
I don't think he's strawmanning anything. Like he's not even like trying to argue against you at all. Like he's having a conversation with his chat. I don't really think that's what a strawman is.
much stress within yourself, you know? The idea of having to constantly be like, I need to look this way. I need to be this attractive. It's now you're like, you're hindering your own mood, you know? The pivot of how you feel in life is going to be how you look that day. Like, I don't know, man. And it's just like living for other people.
Black pill content. This is a group of people that believe looks and genetics are the most important thing in life, and they decide how
The most important, correct. And not in life and dating.
every interaction is gonna go, which is, you know, sort
Well,
of.
what is it? It's like
False, that's a strawman.
it's like sub.
You didn't even let him make the argument yet. What the fuck are you doing? He's not even like letting him make the argument.
Human, sub 5, sub 3, low tier normie, high tier normie, Chad. Like there's a ranking system in the black pill like community
Correct.
where they like rank what you look. And a lot of the time they'll say that I'm like a normie or a low tier normie. Like I saw one guy do
No, I mean, we have to understand when we're talking, like, listen, like I said earlier in this video, when we're talking about black pill, we're talking about two different kinds, right? There's people who say I'm very black pilled to, like, society and stuff. Like, that's different from saying black pill ideology, which is just, like, an actual victim complex. It feels like a subgroup of red pill. It's not quite red pill, because I don't really know. Can you even, like, call it misogynistic? I guess in a weird way it kind of is misogynistic, because it assumes that women are only attracted to, like, fucking, like, people that Looksmaxx all the time, like, and it kind of treats them like that. So in a weird way, I guess it's misogynistic like that. But, like, I don't know. Even then, like, it doesn't really, like, red pill actively gets you to, like, just hate women. So I guess they are technically, like, two different things in a weird way. So I don't know. I guess I would be curious to hear what you guys think in the comments about that, but I don't know if black pill is misogynistic necessarily. It just feels like it's more of a victim complex more than anything else.
Or a normie.
a whole facial analysis on me, and he said I was a 5.
That's not inaccurate.
he said I was a 5, and he was like, if he fixed his hair and got Greek curls, he'd maybe be a little bit better. But they'll be
Yeah, it's largely you're exposing your overly wide neurocranium Doesn't look good.
Wow.
Like his nose is crooked, his jaw's too far out. I'm like, man,
Yeah, your jaw's too wide.
bro, I don't care. And the guys that are making those analysis videos are like threes. Like, I just, how are you gonna sit there and make all of your content
Because their looks has nothing to do with yours, idiot.
about like, hey, I'm gonna
Okay. Isn't your whole thing, like, I literally just viewed your Instagram. Isn't your whole thing, like, looking at other people's looks? The fuck are you talking about?
rank how this person looks?
I could look like the most greasy, ugly subhuman or a Chad. It doesn't matter. If I'm giving you an objective assessment, idiot. And
That literally just contradicts everything you just said earlier in this video. My brain fucking hurts, but okay.
also, it's funny, you're now referring to how they look as if that matters. So you're kind of implying the black pill yourself.
You literally just commented on Joe Bartolozzi's looks.
When you're like literally in a basement that's wet, underground.
And what does that have to do with your face if they're in a basement that's wet, Joe? What does that have to do with your face, idiot?
Just like fucking, just ranking people. I'm like, yeah.
What if they're fucking sucking a dick while they're rating you? Does that matter? No. Idiot.
A 5. I don't care. Right? Like,
This guy's so gay. I'm letting you know right now, like, listen, I love gay people. Gay people are awesome. They're the greatest. But this guy is absolutely a closeted gay. I'm just getting that vibe right now. Like, it seems like a lot of Looksmaxxers are just, like, absolutely closeted gay motherfuckers, but they want to, like, look attractive to, like, women as best as possible because they don't want to, like, seem gay. But this guy is absolutely a closeted gay.
I used to
Surely you don't. That's why you keep talking about it.
care so much about how I looked, and I still do fixate on certain things. Like, I fixate on my hair a lot, right? Because I do think I am gonna go bald, and so that upsets me. But like, there are days where I'll just be like, I didn't do my hair, and I'll just like fucking leave it. So.
And the thing that makes these people so lame is that they're quote-unquote straight men who edit other men because they think they look good, or they argue about which man they think looks better in the comment section, and just bully people who aren't conventionally attractive. When I know damn well.
Well, who's the famous guy that's technically the pinnacle of like black
Keep pausing the video, bro.
pill Chad? Oh.
What? I don't understand your point. Do you not like it when he pauses the video and gives meaningful commentary? Would you rather him just watch the entire video without not saying anything? Like, that would be a form of theft. Like, that's how you do react content. It's literally what you're doing right now. Like, I don't understand the point that you're making. Like, pausing videos to give meaningful commentary is bad now, I guess, according to this guy. Okay, then I guess by that logic, you shouldn't be making this video.
Oh my god, who is it? No, not Marlon. It's like a famous Hollywood actor. I don't know, man. I mean, like, this is the guy that's like one of the guys.
We're really having Reactception, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Like, Joe Bartolozzi's reacting to a video, this guy's reacting to Joe Bartolozzi, and I'm reacting to this guy reacting to Joe Bartolozzi reacting to this video. We're really having, like, a massive Reactception here.
I know, it's Ian Summerall. I would agree more on Ian Summerall than Jordan Barrett. Ian Summerall is a fucking hot guy. But, like, I don't know. Why is he the pinnacle of, like, Chad? Because his facial structure is good? Like, it's because, oh, well, they'll say I have a negative canthal tilt, too, and that makes me look like a bitch. I'm like, Chad, this is like...
That's something to laugh about.
Actual shit. Where it's like, they'll analyze me and they'll be like, yo, he looks like a bitch.
No, your biggest issues are not that.
Okay. It's like, if you ever...
Bro, stop smacking your mouse, dude. Stop fucking smacking the shit out of your mouse, bro. Dude... That poor mouse has been through so much abuse, man, at this point.
If you ever want to feel...
He's fantasizing about his, the mouse being a man's ass. That's why.
The worst you've ever felt in your life, ask somebody from the black pill community to rate how attractive you are. And they will be like, yeah, man, I think it's cooked. You're so ugly. And I'm like, god damn, man. Like, the fucking standards we have.
Oh, these people behind their desk looking like this and telling me this guy...
I think people's standards have gotten up to some capacity from both men and women. I wonder, here's an interesting question. We see a lot of men, because usually, like, Looksmaxxing is like a male radicalizing thing. But I wonder if, are women into Looksmaxxing as well? That's, like, another thing I'd be very curious to know about. I guess would technically, like, getting some form of, like, facial surgery be, like, a form of Looksmaxxing or radicalizing it? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Like, I feel like it's an interesting question to ask because it's like, I don't know if because usually when you think of, like, I guess Looksmaxxing, because I'm very new to this. Like, I literally just discovered what Looksmaxxing was, like, a week ago. But based on, like, everything I've gathered, it seems like it's primarily, like, a men thing from what I've seen.
His right eyebrow is bigger than his left, so he's cooked. And then proceeds to tell me this is the peak.
What a brain rot, like, low IQ original video as well, like, with this little corny editing. It's, like, appealing to, what, 12-year-olds?
Male beauty.
Yeah, man. Bro, actually, some shit that looks like you got plastic surgery.
Alright, bro. As a part of this
Okay, and?
video, I've looked into the species. I'm a cold.
Honestly, bro,
Listen, if you want to get plastic surgery, I have no problems with you wanting to get plastic surgery. Like, you do you. You live your life how you want to. I don't think it's entirely necessary to look good. But some people do it because they feel better about themselves, and it's like, okay, I mean, you do you. You live the life the way you want to. I just don't think it's entirely necessary.
The biggest thing about attractiveness is how you carry yourself.
This guy can turn a 1-minute video into a 20-minute video.
Who can? Okay, bro. What are you talking about? Dude, this guy hates React. The cognitive dissonance is real. He hates React content, but, he fucking, okay. I don't even know what to say. Like, this guy hates, transformative React content, even though that's what he's trying to do. I guess maybe that explains why he smacks his mouse, because he wants to get through the video quickly while adding some commentary. I mean, listen, this, like, fucking radicalized toxic person, like, he does acceptable commentary, right? Like, he does give quite a bit of commentary. He does acceptable commentary. It's just not the same as, like, the way Joe does it, where Joe pauses the video and then he discusses it with his chat and he talks about it. That's really, because that's usually how most people do it. That's how, like, people like Asmongold do it, even though I don't think Asmongold is a particularly good person. His politics are fucking terrible, but, like, Asmongold does acceptable React content. Like, Asmongold actually does transform the video meaningfully. He actually does give meaningful commentary. I say meaningful loosely because I don't like anything he says, but again, it's acceptable commentary, right? It's acceptable React content.
I've seen, and you could say this is like some glaze shit, I've seen a lot of guys that own how they dress. I think that's a big thing. What you wear changes. That's more than, like,
I think there's a level of truth to that. I mean, like, listen, I wear leather jackets all the time. I probably come across to emo, as most people. I probably come across as, like, super edgy. I probably do. And maybe that does need to change. I've had probably the same fit for about maybe years, and I've gotten a little bit complacent with it. I maybe should step out of my comfort zone and maybe start wearing different things. Maybe pick up different clothes, perhaps, because I tend to wear all black a lot, so maybe that comes across as emo, and I guess it just looks good on me. I really like it, but I also realize maybe I should try to wear other things.
In fucking new, so I can fix my facial structure. Bro, if you got, like, good drip, and not, like, good drip where it's
Is that why you're wearing a fucking tank top and a shitty chain?
I need to wear what people want me to wear.
I mean, yes, it matters, but holy fuck.
That you fuck with, and you like, and you own it, people find that attractive.
Dude, own that fucking style, bro.
I'm not trying to say, like, Adam Sandler.
Is that a bad thing that Joe wants to wear, like, a tank top and some gold chains? Like, he's got his own style. I think Joe is a generally attractive guy. Like, I think if he walked up to a woman and talked to her, he could definitely make some progress. You know, like, I think he is. You know, I could see some women being into Joe. He generally seems like a real guy. He generally seems like a guy who knows what he's talking about. Maybe you disagree with some things he says. That's fine. But, like, I don't know. Like, I don't think Joe is, like, a inherently bad-looking guy.
Wait. Let me show you, so look at him owning this shit. Fucking Mauger.
I mean, I guess I can't argue with you there. Danny DeVito do be getting the drip, I guess.
Holy fuck, dude.
Like, that guy's
I mean, I don't know. Danny DeVito do be kind of mogging. Is he? Are you being sarcastic?
old, but, like, Adam Sandler owns his shit. Like, that's an attractive
yeah,
thing.
bro.
To own the fucking baggy-ass basketball shorts. He looks like a cornball. Like, he wears cornball fucking clothes, but he owns it. And so nobody cares. It's not cringe. Like, you own your shit, people are like, fuck with that. Because
So owning your clothes, that's something in your head that doesn't even exist. That doesn't even exist. So how are other people in your head?
What was that? Hold on. I'm gonna listen to like what Joe's point is.
Owns his shit. Like, that's an attractive
yeah,
thing.
bro.
To own the fucking baggy-ass basketball shorts. He looks like a cornball. Like, he wears cornball fucking clothes, but he owns it. And so nobody cares. It's not cringe. Like, you own your shit, people are like, fuck with that. Because
So owning your clothes, that's something in your head that doesn't even exist. That doesn't even exist. So
well, I think Joe's original point is that it's not necessarily about the clothes in this case. It's about your attitude towards what you wear, right? I kind of don't really care that much about what I wear. Maybe I should change that. Maybe I should probably wear different clothes after a while. But I think what Joe's original point is if you're confident about having like baggy clothes, you own it, you're like very confident about it, it changes the way that other people interpret it, right? If you have contagious energy like that, people will naturally start to feel the same way. Like, it's the same way where, like, if you're a funny guy and you're a positive guy, that those emotions are going to be contagious amongst other people. It might be in your head depending on who you talk to, I guess, but, you know, I think that was Joe's original point, just to be absolutely clear.
How are other people going to sense it if it doesn't even exist? They're going to see your clothes. They're going to see your face. Are they going to see if you own your clothes? No, that doesn't even exist. Idiot.
Because it's like a level of
Jesus Christ, this guy really is obsessed with calling Joe an idiot.
authenticity, rather than trying to be somebody that you're.
Oh,
people
okay.
recognize.
Bro, this guy is, like, so fucking, like, he's got a massive superiority complex. He, like, genuinely thinks that, like, Joe is, like, subhuman. This is the kind of... Listen, I don't care if I'm about to sound cringe here. This is the kind of guy... These are the kinds of people you would see in Nazi Germany. I'm not even kidding. I know that might be a huge exaggeration, but, like, honestly, just hear me out for 1 second. A lot of Nazi Germany, I'm about to get into really controversial topics here. I might get this video taken down, but fuck it at this point. A lot of Hitler believed in eugenics, right? And this is, like, kind of a thing. Like, obviously, I don't know if I would compare Looksmaxxing to eugenics. However, I would say that the one overlap that they have is the idea that there is a level of superiority for how you look, right? So in eugenics, it's like an even further extreme version of that, where it's like, hey, your gene pool and, like, how strong you are, you're a superior superhuman compared to most people. That's what Hitler believed in. It's obviously that within itself is even, like, more radicalizing than Looksmaxxing. But, like, with Looksmaxxing, it would be just the fact that, like, hey, you're trying to attract different women by, like, the shape of your face, the diameter of your chin or whatever, and all this, like, weird shit that, like, Looksmaxxers are into, right? This is the kind of person right here that would... This is the kind of person that would say that, like, other humans are, like, inferior in that, like, same way. Does that make sense? You get what I'm saying, right? Like, obviously, this guy's not, like, a Nazi, okay? He's not a Nazi, but, like, there's a lot of fucking overlap with those ideas, and it's very... There's a reason why a lot of these ideas are extremely radicalizing and very dangerous to introduce to, especially to a lot of young people, because they become radicalized in either one direction. You can radicalize them into being a Looksmaxxer, or they feel like they can't Looksmaxx, and so they'll get radicalized in the other direction. Like, this is very dangerous. That's why I think it's important to, like, have these conversations, because I think radicalization is a very dangerous thing for my generation. So...
fakeness, and they don't fuck with people that are fake. And a lot of time, like, BB community people are trying to be somebody that they feel like they need to be rather than somebody that they are.
People, or black people.
That's deep.
People, I've studied their behavior and learned their lingo, and really, I don't like what I found. And just to be clear, black pill is more
Well, you sound like a fucking moron, so we don't care.
like an extreme version of looks.
Jesus Christ, this fucking... I can't with this fucking guy. This guy is, like, actually so ridiculous.
Maxing, not necessarily all Looksmaxxers, but, you know, drag making that distinction. The first
Do you think there's hope for people like this? Do we wonder, is there, like, any fucking hope that people like this could ever, like, stop being radicalized? I mean, he's made so much money off of his Looksmaxxing grift that at this point he's, like, very audience captured with the small audience that's also very radicalized into believing this as well. So, I don't fucking know, dude. Very weird.
place I looked to study these creatures was TikTok. There's a good chance that you come across a black pill edit or two. Normally what these consist of is a stitch of
Okay,
something.
no. The fucking music they use, though, is peak. I gotta say, if you see a BP edit, the video is fucking awful.
Wow, such a relatable normie take. Thank you.
But they edit it to where it's like, damn, this is, like, not convincing, but mildly interesting.
Something like, oh, looks don't matter. Or someone that's not seen as conventionally attractive literally doing anything.
Yeah, but I'm kind, smart.
See, like, that's so fucking sad. Nah, like, this guy's a cock. Commenting that Sub-Zero looking at me. Bro, like, nah, you actually work at Burger King.
Yeah, that's a little cringe, but yeah, she looks horrible.
Bro.
I mean, who are you to say that, though, right? Like, I'm about to sound cringe here, but one man's trash is another man's treasure, right? Like, you know, some other guy might find her attractive. One person may be like, hey, I'm not really into her. Like, yeah, like, looks do matter, but it's not, like, looks don't tell the full story, but, you know, in a weird way, I don't know, man. I guess if you're on fucking TikTok or if you're terminally online, looks matter because, like, people have had such a low attention span to even get to know the person past looks.
You work at Burger King and you don't have friends. Like, and you're sitting here commenting on people that fucking... Like,
There's probably a level of truth to what Joe is saying here.
It
could also be an AI-generated comment. It could just be a bot commenting that.
The importance of those things. Okay, they work a job, and then they don't have people they call friends. And so, now what?
actually, nah.
You know what I'll do? I'll actually let the chat talk more. All right, here you go.
This motherfucker commenting against this woman, like being an absolute dick about her appearance.
Thoughtful and caring, and those are things that matter more.
What if you can create your
Shut
own
up.
website by saying, this is what I want? With
What if? What if you got a hair trim? No. All right.
you can.
Bro, why don't you just get like an ad blocker? Or like either get an ad blocker or why don't you pay for YouTube Premium? I mean, surely you have like a big enough audience to make enough money off this grift, so surely you'll be able to fucking like pay for YouTube Premium or something. It can't be like too expensive for someone like you, right?
But what if you did get a hair transplant? You would look better, wouldn't you?
Okay, dude, this guy's so cringe.
What did this poor lady do to you? Literally anyone can get hit with a black pill edit and nobody is safe. And only the people that make these edits obviously leave their face out because almost 100% of the time they look like this. But on the rare occasion where the editor includes themselves in, it's so obvious every single time because you just see this ethereal looking world-renowned model and then this nigga. Okay, just try and figure it out yourself. Let me show you an edit and I want you to figure out which one is the person that made it.
Okay, nice.
Did you?
Wait, so are you guys implying that looks is subjective because you can always identify who snuck in? Interesting. Interesting Freudian slip there, Joe.
Huh? Wait, what was that?
Figure out which one is the person that made it.
Okay, nice.
Did you?
Wait, so are you guys implying that looks is subjective because you can always identify who snuck in?
Looks are always subjective because...
Interesting. Interesting Freudian slip there, Joe.
Okay. I don't know, dude. That's... I mean, just because Joe thinks that some men are attractive, or I guess, hey, he looks nice, that doesn't necessarily... I don't really think that's like a self-report to what he's been talking about, necessarily, but okay.
I feel like that one's a joke, though. That one's a joke, though.
Why would you think it's a joke? Based on his face, it's a joke or not? So you're telling me you can objectively assess if he's good looking?
Looks are supposed to be subjective, though, right? Isn't that the whole point?
Ooh, interesting.
What? Didn't you just say that, like, if a woman... Wait, didn't you just say the only way to attract a woman is through if she finds you good looking? Isn't that just a subjective thought, though? On its own?
Did you find them?
Okay, I don't understand, but okay.
Let's try another one.
Wait, if everyone can find them, that means it's objective, isn't it? Interesting. Wait, so everyone can find them?
Well, subjectively, they just look good, I guess, to them. Or maybe they just, like, found... Maybe they just searched it up on, like, hashtag Looksmaxxing on fucking TikTok. Who knows?
Well, the comments are just flaming.
Doesn't necessarily mean that they can't find them.
This nigga too. This guy just replied with this image. Fitting. I don't know where this nigga thought he was going with this. That's not a sneak in, that's trespassing. When being nice.
So you guys all just proved black pill. Good job.
Not cussed anything. Okay,
Idiots.
on TikTok you also find the higher ranking
Okay, dude.
BP people having mug-offs.
Bro, like, what the fuck? This is an
That's
actual
cringe
thing.
as fuck.
Bro, get your OBS off the screen, my guy.
Mog off, and they're getting
That's
donations
cringe,
to
yeah.
see who looks better. This guy's making
Is my audio good? Let me know.
like a weird rock smolder right now.
Yeah, this editing is truly cancer.
This guy, I feel like
Damn. That's so sad, dude.
this guy got the Mog off probably. I vote him winning.
But can we address the elephant in the room though? This BP business is kind of zesty. Really look at the facts here, alright? We have men editing other men
Yeah, it's like full focusing on other guys' attributes and being like obsessive over how they look.
because
Are you guys implying there's something wrong with that?
they look good. And I've looked at how these people act and speak too. They worship Marlon like a deity because they like the way that he looks. I don't know about you, but that sounds a little sus to me. You know, if they're taking back shots or not, that's not really my
Hey, yo, that's sus.
concern. I just have
I really do feel like
You know you would enjoy it deep down, though, if it was a guy that was, like, spreading apart. Like, how do you know that the taking back shots thing wasn't referring to just a woman in that video? You're like, hey, yo, that's sus. Oh, okay. Would it be sus if it was with a guy?
Marlon has a very big BP community. Like,
Bro, I could just tell this guy is like, it's sus because he's trying hard not to think about it, but like, you know he'd be the first one to like get in with like a fucking big cheeks with another Looksmaxxer, I guess, with like Andrew Tate. This guy seems like the kind of person that would really like fucking get up in Andrew Tate's cheeks.
not even like he's trying to have it. It's just like, I bet Marlon
Do you feel that way?
has a lot of
I also wonder, like, that's another thing, by the way. I wonder if like Looksmaxxers, like, Red Pill is dying. Like, that's not a secret. Like, the Red Pill movement has been dying for ages. But, like, Looksmaxxing seems to be, like, the newer thing that's, like, sort of replacing that. Like, Andrew Tate was, like, the biggest person behind, like, one of the Red Pill movements. Like, he was one of the figureheads of it. Like, obviously, he didn't find it or even create it, for that matter. But he was certainly the people that, like, looked up to when it came to, like, Red Pill content. But now that Andrew Tate was outed as a sex trafficking, grooming rapist... Now, like, it seems like Looksmaxxing is, like, on the rise, and it's, like, kind of, like, the next I guess, quote-unquote best thing to look at, which, okay, if that's the case, then I definitely think we should be having a conversation about that, considering Red Pill has been kind of on the decline for a little bit.
People that just like him because they find him attractive, but it's also like a lot of people that like want to look like Marlon.
Not the middle finger itch, dude. I saw that. You think I didn't notice that?
I don't want to look like him. I want to look like other people.
So I say gay. But these BP people like to throw around the term female gaze. The whole
I don't think he said that you wanted to look like him.
goal of BP, I guess, is to capture the female gaze. And they actually do have a calculated way that they measure attractiveness.
Your editing is fucking brain rot. Just talk to the camera, dude. Like, put your face. How about you put your face on camera?
Not just, oh, I think this guy looks better. And this is known as PSL. And
Bro, I don't know, man. I really feel like it's personality, bro. I have seen so many guys, girls way out of their league at bars because they're just really good at talking. And I'm not even saying flirting. Just
Well, let's just trust your anecdote over all the statistics then. Yeah, you know.
What statistics? Can you back it up? Can you, like, cite something?
Like, let me show you a little something.
Okay, he to his credit, he might look it up. Okay, let's see.
Let's just, trust your little... Let's just
This is from Bumble, the dating app.
ignore this, which this is millions of data points.
This is on dating apps, though. This isn't, like, in necessarily bar settings.
Millions of data points.
Okay, so the problem with this data is, like, there might be... It's probably true to some capacity. The problem with this point is that, like, dating apps are just, like, one spectrum of data. Like, you're not taking into account, like, all the real-life interactions that are never recorded. You're not taking into account all other dating apps. You're not taking into account where people meet in different areas. Like, Bumble is just, like, one variable. Like, you're saying statistics is, like, a flat line for everything that, like, proves Joe Bartolozzi's point wrong. I don't think that really proves his point wrong. Is it anecdotal? Sure. You can make the argument it's probably anecdotal. Maybe. But... you know, the data you're showing is just like a very tiny variable in the grand scheme of things.
On one of the top ways people meet, based on height and female users filtering the height. Let's ignore this because of what you saw at a bar.
Well, I don't think Joe Bartolozzi is fucking accounting for a Bumble statistic. I think he's more so accounting for the fact that he was just basing it off of his own experience, which, yeah, again, could be anecdotal and may not reflect everyone's experience, but still, it doesn't really... You can't just use Bumble statistics to be like, oh, yeah, Joe's point is wrong. So, I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit silly. Come on now.
All right, let's do that.
holding a conversation. Like, the amount of my friend, like, I would say Brooke's out of my league, right? I would say that she's much more attractive than me. I don't think, when we started dating, I don't think I was, like, some savant at talking, right? But, like, I think I got lucky, right? But I do have a lot of friends.
So you have a lot of subscribers and money, remember?
That I think are very interesting people. And I wouldn't say they're ugly, but they outwardly say their girlfriends are, like, 4 tiers higher than them, attractiveness-wise. And it's like, it's not because they went on the VP route and they pulled her. It's like, no, they went up, had a conversation, found common interests, right? Liked each other, and it's like, then...
I understand where he's coming from, but largely I've observed a pretty high SMV correlation between men and women. Like, you'll see, okay, the man, maybe he looks worse, but oh, he's tall, he's rich, he's this, he's that.
I mean, I imagine that's it probably matters to have some level of money because typically speaking, a woman wants a guy who can provide for them to some capacity. That matters more than anything, really, if they can be a good addition to their life. Looks can, like, matter. They do matter, but, like, that's not going to be, like, the make or break for whether or not a guy isn't going to date her or not. Also, didn't you literally just say that anecdotal evidence shouldn't matter? Didn't you literally just say... Like, you said that Joe Bartolozzi's anecdotal experience didn't fucking matter at all, and now you just used anecdotal data based on what you've witnessed. Okay. Alright.
You know, it's pretty paired up when you observe. But
that's how they...
You literally just said that anecdotal evidence doesn't matter.
Find you attractive. Like...
Alongside PSL, they also use the term appeal. Appeal is more just people finding you attractive regardless of your PSL. Now with PSL, this is where we get shit like this. This is what you call a PSL dud.
No, it's actually not. You're in fucking complete brain rot.
Oh my gosh.
But PSL god wouldn't necessarily have appeal. Because again, look at this shit. So I guess PSL is purely for the male gaze then. My zesty
Is that a real photo? That's not a real photo. Chat, that's a real image.
Looksmaxxers are secretly gay, probably.
No. That is. That jaw structure is unreal, though. But that's what I'm saying, like... I'm not judging this guy by any means either. I feel like, why is, like... I think it's just, like, the more, like, you look like a stone sculpture, the more attractive you are on a PSL scale.
This is where we get shit like this. This is what you
no, you don't understand that at all.
Or PSL god. But PSL god wouldn't...
I don't know if that's true or not. I don't even know what the fuck I don't know, man. Oh, okay, I see. So, I'm still educating myself on this, like, whole world of looksmaxxing, because I didn't even know this was, like, a whole fucking thing that people were into. But, a PSL measure for a face structure refers to a perceived sexual market value, PSL scale, an online rating system used in looksmaxxing communities to grade, rating system, to grade male facial attractiveness, ranging from subhuman PSL 0 to Chad PSL 10, based on the features like the jawline symmetry. Okay, got it. So this is mainly just like a looksmaxxing thing in general. This whole like PSL thing was like fairly new to me. Again, I'm educating myself on this like whole looksmaxxing thing. This was like a whole world I didn't even know existed. It's fucking crazy, like, how this might be, like, the next red pill. Like, not in the sense that, like, people are going to become, like, this to hate women. Quite the opposite, actually. They think that this is the only way to attract women, and it's, like, very aligned with, like, black pill ideology. I don't know, dude. This is fucking weird shit. Okay. So I guess I kind of, like, understand it better. All right.
necessarily have appeal. Because again, look at this shit. So I guess PSL is purely for the male gaze then. My zesty theory is being proven again. And I find this is no better time than any to really dive into the BP terminology. First word you probably already know, it's Chad. These are people that the BP community can collectively agree, look good. So mainly like these three models. And then we have Chad Light. What am I talking about, cunt? But anyways, this is just a little lower. You wouldn't really be considered a Chad, but I don't know if you have to apply for Chad status. Is that something that they do?
No, I always thought that you can't move up, like, far, right? In the BP community, well, you could like make yourself more attractive and move up, but like if you're sub 5, you're never gonna be a Chad in the BP community. But if you're like a Chad Light,
Depends on your base. It's possible.
if you got like a different haircut, maybe like they'll fucking up you. I don't
I
know.
I mean, I feel like the whole point about being black-pilled is the idea that you can't improve your looks no matter what you do, and it's just like a total victim complex. There's nothing you can do, there's nothing you can change about your lifestyle or your looks, or maybe smelling better, or whatever the case is, to attract people in your life, or to attract men or women. I feel like that was what Joe Bartolozzi was saying there.
I don't know. But if you're an unidentified attractive person, you're what's known as an unknown slayer. Like this random ass kid in the back of this video, he went viral on TikTok for a little bit. People calling him unknown slayer. Another example is this one guy. I just wanted to point it out because of this comment. Nigga said bro is real life Marlon.
Bro, what the real life Marlon, like Marlon,
That implies Marlon's not in real life.
an anime character that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
What the f does that mean, bro? I'm telling you, they worship this nigga Marlon like a deity. They don't even consider him real. And if you're the very pinnacle
Who's they? I don't worship him.
attractiveness, you're what's known as a true Adam. And there's one guy they call a true Aladdin because he's Middle Eastern. There's not really a pattern there because that's the only example I could find. So maybe there's a different true so-and-so depending on
Who's like a true Adam though?
the race. I don't know. And then we have the term high tier normie or HTN for short, which means you're a really good looking person for somebody that's not an actor or model, just missing out on Chad Light status. There's also mid tier normie, which is somebody who out of 10 is like a 6 to a 7. I know what I just said. Just be cool.
I think people normally rate me like mid.
Yeah, fuck off. Fuck all of you. Fucking shitty video.
Wow. What an ending. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, I guess be on the lookout for looksmaxxing as a radical thing in the next few months or even year, because I imagine it's not the last we're gonna see of it.